Okay, so picture this. Hear that awful squeal of tires, then this horrible crunch, glass breaking.
Yeah, just a sudden shocking noise.
Exactly. It's a car crash. And that's how this family's move just instantly turns into, well, a nightmare. And that's where our deep dive kicks off today. We are plunging into just one source, but wow, what a source. Dan Poblocki's novel, The Stone Child.
It's a fantastic read, really atmospheric.
It is. And our mission here is to dig into the truths, the surprises hidden in these pages. We're looking at how this family, the Phoenixes, think they're getting a fresh start.
In this kind of quaint-seeming town?
Quaint on the surface, yeah. But it unravels fast into this battle with actual literal monsters.
It really does.
So we're going to guide you through Eddie Phoenix's journey. It's pretty extraordinary. You see these familiar horror ideas, but they get twisted into something chillingly real.
Yeah, and it really makes you question, where does fiction end and reality begin? It takes that anxiety everyone feels about moving somewhere new and just cranks it up to 11, turns it into genuine horror. What really jumped out at me was how fast that unease settles in, like almost before they've even unpacked.
You're totally right. So you've got the family, Eddie, his mom, his dad, in their blue station wagon. They're driving, moving from Haverhill to this new town, Gatesweed.
Right.
And bam, out of nowhere, they hit something. Eddie's in the back, and he sees it first. Describes it as, well, get this, a blur of black hair and 4 long, thin legs.
Creepy. And the eyes.
Oh, yeah. Red-rimmed yellow eyes and a gaping mouth full of sharp teeth. His dad slams the brakes, the car skids.
Tires squealing.
Then that awful, horrible crunch, they hit this creature. Sends it flying off into the woods.
And right away, that collision, it's not just some random accident, is it? It's like the first real clue about Gatesweed.
Definitely. And the parents, they immediately try to explain it away. And Mom thinks, oh, maybe a deer. Dad suggests a bear.
Yeah, the logical explanations.
Yeah.
But
Eddie's not having it. He saw what he saw. He keeps insisting it was a monster, or at least something totally weird.
And that difference in perception is set up right there. The adults trying to be rational, the kids seeing the impossible truth. It's a classic horror setup, but done really well here.
It is. And the car itself shows he's not wrong. The right side had been crushed. One headlight's jammed into the tire.
Ouch.
And there are actual tufts of black hair stuck to the crumpled metal.
See? Physical evidence, not just a deer.
Exactly. But then the police officer shows up, this guy Wally. He's all frazzled.
And super unhelpful, right?
Totally unhelpful. Seems like he just wants to leave. Hands him a form, says a tow truck's on the way. And you immediately get this vibe. Like the town itself is in on some secret, a cover-up.
Yeah, that feeling starts really early, like this collective denial almost. People just don't want to see what's right there, which is key to understanding Gatesweed.
Then Sam, the tow truck driver, arrives. And he's the one who starts dropping the first real hints about how weird Gatesweed is.
He does. He says something like, "That's Gatesweed for you. Where are you people from? Not around here, I bet." Instantly marks them as outsiders and the town as different.
And he starts name-dropping these creepy local spots, right?
Yeah.
Stuff from Nathaniel Olmstead's books.
Yeah, like the Devil's Tree on Mansion Street.
The old church rectory, the Wood Mill Bridge.
The statue of Dexter August in the town green. All sound pretty ominous.
Very. And then he mentions the Olmstead curse and something about his friend Jeremy.
He kind of trails off, doesn't he? Doesn't finish the story.
No, just tells Eddie, look it up for yourself. It's like the author showing you the real info isn't going to come from officials. It's in the local legends, the whispers.
That's a great point. It makes you ask, okay, who actually knows what's going on here? If Officer Wally is clueless or pretending to be, but Sam, the tow truck guy, knows about curses.
Right. Why is Sam so cagey about the curse? It suggests it's not just some fun, spooky story. It's something people are genuinely afraid of. Maybe something they try to keep quiet.
Exactly. And Eddie, being a kid who loves spooky stories, naturally he starts digging. He's already feeling weird about the move anyway.
Yeah, he's rereading his old favorites, like The Revenge of the Nightmares, for comfort.
And he notices how empty Gatesweed feels. Lots of abandoned-looking houses.
Strange how so many of them looked empty. Their windows were dark, the glass broken. Most of the large front lawns were unkempt and overgrown. It just screams, something's wrong here.
Definitely not the welcoming committee you hope for.
Yeah.
And right in the middle of this uneasy feeling, his mom finds something.
Ah, yes. The book.
The book. It's like the town itself is drawing them deeper into the mystery. She finds this really unique leather-bound book at an antiques fair. The enigmatic manuscript.
Sounds intriguing already.
Yeah.
Thin but heavy gold letters stamped right on the leather.
Yeah, it feels significant, not just some dusty old volume.
And inside, it's not printed. There are words scrawled in black ink, and it says, "A story by Nathaniel Olmstead," plus this weird symbol underneath.
What?
So Eddie's thinking, maybe it's an unpublished Olmstead. Maybe it's in code.
Yeah.
Which, for a kid who likes mysteries.
That's like finding treasure. So off he goes to the library.
Right, the Gatesweed Public Library. Big old building, looks impressive. But the librarian, Mrs. Singh, she reacts really strangely.
How so?
When she sees the book, sees that symbol, she gets too forcefully angry, dismissive. Like she definitely knows something about it and does not want him looking into it.
Ah, another person trying to shut it down.
Exactly. She gives this flimsy excuse about being quite busy, library closing early, just wants him gone.
And didn't you say there was something else, like a sign that hinted at codes even earlier?
Yeah. The old movie theater had this sign, closed until further notice, but some letters were missing, making it look like a jumbled code. It's like the town itself is sending these broken messages, warning him.
So the library is a dead end, basically, but the clues don't stop?
Nope. He's hitting walls, but the town keeps feeding him bits and pieces. He finds that statue Sam mentioned, the bronze bust of Dexter August in the town green.
The one from 17-something?
Yeah, Dexter August, 1717, 1779. And it's vandalized, covered in black paint that says, "The woman is watching."
Whoa. Okay, that's ominous. And connects back to Olmstead's inspirations Sam talked about.
And guess who's there scrubbing off the graffiti?
Let me guess. Officer Wally.
Officer Wally himself. Which makes Eddie think, this time, had someone done this before? Like, is this a regular thing?
It reinforces that idea of the town officials just constantly cleaning up, trying to hide the weirdness.
Then he stumbles into this bookstore, and its name is...
The Enigmatic Manuscript. Seriously.
Seriously. Turns out they just sell blank notebooks with that name as souvenirs. A bit of a letdown for Eddie at first.
I bet.
But he meets the owner's son, Harris. And Harris reveals his mom was actually friends with Nathaniel Olmstead. Still sells his books, even though some locals don't like it.
Okay, so a potential ally. Does Harris know about the graffiti?
He does. He says the woman is watching was spray painted on his mother's store, too. So this message, whatever it means, is spreading.
This whole web of secrets in Gatesweed. It just gets tighter and darker, doesn't it?
It really does. And it's not just folklore anymore. Eddie does an online search. Jeremy and Gatesweed.
Ah, the friends Sam mentioned but didn't talk about.
Exactly. And he finds an old news article about the disappearance of a 12-year-old boy, Jeremy Quakerly, nearly 20 years ago.
Wow. Okay, so that shifts things. That's not a legend. That's a real tragedy.
It totally grounds the fear. It makes you understand why people in Gatesweed might genuinely believe Olmstead's stories are dangerous.
Yeah.
They're not just stories if real kids disappear.
Absolutely. So the stakes are real, and then the monsters start showing up for real, don't they?
They do. Harris takes Eddie to Olmstead's actual house, abandoned, covered in vines, behind this rusty old fence. Super creepy setting.
I can picture it.
And in the woods behind the house, in this clearing, they find it. The statue.
The stone child, or is that later?
Well, it's a statue.
Where?
A girl, gleaming white, holding a blank stone book. And carved into the base are images of all these mythical creatures. Beasts, dragons, sphinxes.
Okay, getting weirder.
And then Eddie has this aha moment.
Yeah.
He recognizes it.
From one of the books?
Exactly, from the haunted nunnery. And the final piece clicks into place. That strange symbol from his enigmatic manuscript.
Let me guess. It's on the statue.
Engraved right there, clear as day, on the statue's stone book.
Whoa! Okay, so that's undeniable. The book, the symbol, the statue. They're all physically connected. Fiction is literally bleeding into reality.
Precisely. It's like the manuscript is a map or a key to this real-world manifestation.
And the manifestations get more aggressive after that, right?
Yeah. They go to the nameless lake, another location from the books.
Yeah.
And this dark shape emerges from the water, like a fast-moving storm cloud or a small island. It turns out to be the monster lake dogs from the Room of the Haunted Nunnery, described just like in the book. Red eyes, long black snout, sharp white teeth.
Yikes. Lake dogs, that sounds terrifying. Really cemented it for them, you think, seeing them.
I think it was the sheer terror, yeah. Seeing those red eyes glowing, these snapping teeth. But also, Harris makes the connection. Someone in the book touches the water, and the dogs appear. It's like the book's rules apply.
And proves these aren't just random monsters. They're specifically Olmstead's creations following the patterns he wrote about.
Exactly. And that pattern continues. Eddie finds this flower near the library basement. Purple, velvety, with a barb-like tip.
Don't tell me.
Straight out of the Curse of the Gremlin's Tongue. It's a gremlin's tongue flower.
Okay, this is getting intense.
And naturally, because this is a horror story, he accidentally picks it.
Oh, no.
And then the gremlin itself attacks them from the basement. It's got this tiny purple stump of a tongue, these thin green tendrils with barbs, wild eyes, just like the book.
This is crazy. So what do they do? Run.
Well, here's where Eddie's book knowledge saves them. He actually remembers an incantation from that specific book.
No way does it work.
He recites these weird words. Hest Zothorth, no Kauth Jovathanizeth, Solka Patep Zipta, Omvihem Hepath. And the gremlin, it actually backs off when he returns the ruined flower.
Get out. So the books aren't just descriptions. They're like instruction manuals for dealing with these things.
That's exactly it. It's a massive turning point. It confirms everything. The monsters are real, they follow the book's logic, and the fiction is literally a survival guide.
Which also means all those townspeople who acted weird, Mrs. Singh, Wally, Sam.
They knew. They must have known all along. Their denial wasn't ignorance, it was fear, trying to keep a lid on this terrifying reality.
Wow. Okay, so Eddie and Harris are now fully aware monsters are real, the books are keys, but they still have that coded manuscript.
Right, the enigmatic manuscript.
Yeah.
They need to figure out what it says. And this is where Maggie Ringer comes in. She was sort of on the sidelines before, maybe seemed a bit odd.
An eccentric classmate, yeah.
Yeah. But turns out she overheard them talking. And by sheer luck, the books they accidentally left behind, they ended up in her dad's truck.
Oh, wow. Talk about convenient.
Incredibly convenient. And not only did she find the book.
She cracked the code.
She cracked the code. She figured it out. It says the key was hidden in plain sight in another Olmstead book, The Wish of the Woman in Black.
Amazing. So what does the manuscript say? This is Olmstead's big secret, right?
It is. It's basically his confession.
Yeah.
And it explains everything. It starts with this pendant he found.
A pendant.
Yeah, in Romania, long and silver, felt perpetually cold. He says it was a key specifically, a key to Eden's Gate. And it compelled him, like forced him to write.
Whoa, Eden's Gate. Okay, that's bigger than just local monsters. And it made him write.
Exactly. It drew him to Gatesweed, led him to buy the house, find these hidden catacombs. And then he found the statue in the woods, the one Eddie and Harris saw. Olmstead realized it was literally a piece of Eden's wall, marked with the Hebrew letter Chet.
Chet. Doesn't that mean life? Che.
That's it. So this connects the whole thing to something ancient, powerful, primal forces, not just random spookiness.
Okay, mind blown. So the statue is part of Eden's wall. What else?
Here's the awful part. Olmstead confesses. Using that pendant, writing his stories, that's what opened the gate. That's what let the monsters into Gatesweed.
Oh my God. So he caused it all. Inadvertently.
Seems like it. He even lists the consequences we've heard whispers about. The missing pets, the strange wild animal attacks, Jeremy Quakerly's disappearance.
The child who vanished.
And even the schoolteacher's death, someone who apparently died after having terrible visions. His stories had real deadly consequences.
So the books weren't just predicting the monsters, they were creating them or letting them through. That's terrifying.
And then there's the main villain, the woman in black.
Ah, the name from the graffiti. The woman is watching.
That's her. Olmstead describes meeting her, an old woman but with black holes for eyes, hair like rotting seaweed. Super creepy imagery.
Yikes. What did she want?
She demanded he write her story, said it would fully release her. And she used these terrifying illusions to pressure him, making him feel like he was falling, showing him haunted cities.
Psychological torture, basically.
Totally. And she calls the monsters her children, the ones he let loose.
So she's like the source, the ultimate evil behind it all, trying to manipulate him. Maybe like a Lilith figure, some ancient entity.
The book definitely hints at something that deep, that mythological. She needs her story told to gain full power.
And Olmstead, did he try to fix it?
He did. He tried destroying his manuscripts, the stories he'd written with the pendant, but they were indestructible.
Oh, wow. So the magic was too strong.
Yeah. So his final plan was desperate. He wrote his own story, the coded enigmatic manuscript, to explain everything. Then he decided to go through the gate himself, hoping to stop the woman from the other side.
Sacrificing himself, essentially.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He hid the pendant and the coded book in the lake before he went, which is, of course, where Eddie's story begins, finding the book. Olmstead basically set the stage for someone else to finish the fight.
Wow. That's quite the backstory. Heavy stuff.
It is. But just when they think they understand the main threat, the woman in black wanting her story written,
Something else happens.
something much closer to home. Remember Eddie's mom?
Yeah, she was finding Gatesweed inspiring.
Too inspiring. She started writing her own spooky story. Calls it The Dark Mistress's Desire.
Uh-oh. Where is this going?
She's using a writing tool she found in an antique box. A small silver dagger described as freezing cold that can shimmer like the tail of a comet.
Wait. No, is it?
It sounds exactly like Olmstead's pendant. She found it too.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Is she?
Get this. The story she's writing. It begins with the exact same words as Olmstead's dangerous book, The Wish of the Woman in Black.
No. The in the town of Coxglen line.
Those exact lines.
Yeah.
In the town of Coxglen, children feared the fall of night. It means the woman in black isn't gone. She's found a new author. She's influencing Eddie's mom to finish the story Olmstead refused to write.
Okay, the stakes just skyrocketed. It's not just about the town anymore. It's about saving his mom from becoming this vessel for evil.
Exactly. And the woman in black starts making her presence felt more directly to Eddie, too.
How? Like physically?
Not quite physically. Not yet. More like messing with his head. She appears as a face in wood grain, makes lights flicker, causes town-wide power outages, which they figure out are illusions later.
Still terrifying, though. Psychological attacks.
Definitely. She even appears in his parents' bedroom, looking like his mom, and says this chilling thing to him.
Do you like being scared, Eddie? Because scary is something I am quite good at.
Ugh, goosebumps. Pure manipulation.
Harris, Maggie, and Eddie figure out she can't physically hurt them directly, not while the gate isn't fully open. But she uses fear, illusions, that graffiti even shows up again. The woman is coming for you. On Harris's mom's store.
So it's a race against time. They have to stop Eddie's mom from finishing that story, and they have to deal with the source.
Right. They realize the only way is to destroy the gate itself. And the gate seems to be...
The statue. The stone child.
Exactly. The statue in the woods. They decide they have to destroy it to close the gate for good. Eddie grabs a hammer, thinking that'll do it.
Seems a bit optimistic, given what they're up against. Yeah, well. They head back to the Olmstead estate at night. Flashlights ready. And the final wave of monsters hits them.
Oh, great. What this time?
First, the Watchers. These tall, creepy figures in black cloaks, stark white faces, lips pulled back in a rictus grin.
Yikes.
But they figure out the Watchers are allergic to light, and they can't follow if you keep looking at them. So flashlights become weapons.
Clever. What else?
The lake dogs make another appearance, too. Glowing red eyes in the dark.
Yeah.
It's a gauntlet.
So they get to the statue. Does the hammer work?
Nope. Just bounces right off. Doesn't leave a mark. The stone is too magically protected or something.
Okay, so conventional tools are out. Then what?
Eddie has the big realization. The pendant. The tool Olmstead used to carve the stone. The tool used for the writing that opened the gate.
It must be the key to unmaking it, too. Like a counterspell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But just as he figures this out, the woman in black makes her final play.
She appears?
Yeah.
Tries to tempt Eddie, shows him illusions of being popular, powerful, calls him her child, trying to win him over at the last second.
Classic villain move. Does it work?
Not a chance. Eddie grabs the pendant. His mom must have had it with her, or maybe he got it earlier. The details zip by fast, and he plunges it into the statue's chest.
Whoa. What happens?
He hears the woman scream, but like in his head, cracks spiderweb across the statue. It crumbles to dust, and instantly the woods go silent. The Watchers, the lake dogs. Poof, gone. The gate is closed.
Wow. That's climactic. So it's over.
It seems so. But then, something even more unexpected happens. In the orchard nearby, Nathaniel Olmstead appears.
What? The author. He's back.
He's back. He looks older, obviously, but it's him. He explains that when the gate was destroyed, he got pulled back. He'd been trapped in some horrible, unfamiliar world for 13 years.
13 years. Wow. So closing the gate brought him home. Does he confirm the monsters are gone?
He does. Says they all returned to wherever they came from. And he's incredibly grateful to Eddie, Harris, and Maggie. Calls them brilliant, acknowledges their heroes.
That must have felt amazing for them after everything they went through.
Absolutely. And it signals a new start for Gatesweed, too. The town seems to breathe again.
And for Olmstead, does he go back to writing? Is it safe now?
He does start writing again. A new book, inspired by the kid's adventure. But crucially, he's using a computer this time. Not the pendant.
Ah, that's key. Showing that creativity itself isn't the problem, it was the cursed object, the gate-opening magic.
Exactly. And he holds a public reading of this new book, which actually starts with the car crash scene, bringing everything full circle. And the whole town shows up, even the skeptics like Mrs. Singh, Wally, Sam.
A sign of healing, maybe? Acceptance?
Feels like it. Nathaniel gives a shout-out to Eddie, Harris, and Maggie. And they realize they're not just fans anymore. They're part of the story, the ones who saved the day, friends with the author they admired.
That's a really satisfying ending for them, heroes of their own story.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
Well, Eddie's journey is pretty incredible, right? From just being the new kid, feeling out of place.
Yeah, to fighting actual monsters,
Wow.
deciphering codes, and literally saving the town. It really hammers home how powerful just paying attention can be. Reading, thinking critically, not just accepting the easy answers.
It definitely blurs that line between fiction and reality in a fascinating way. Makes you think about those local legends, those crazy stories you hear. Maybe there's a sliver of terrifying truth in them sometimes.
And it shows how ordinary people, kids in this case, can step up and do extraordinary things when they have to. They become heroes.
It really forces you to look at stories differently, doesn't it? The idea that words, that narratives can have real power, can shape reality.
Yeah, it's a potent idea. Which leads us to our final thought for you to chew on.
If stories, like Olmstead's, can literally open gates and unleash monsters,
Then what unknown power, what hidden potential might be lurking right now in the tales you love to read?